Okay. So, bit of change of pace for season 2.
Yes, totally.
Yes, it's caffeinated.
Yes. So was that kind of your plan from the beginning, or did you guys kind of see where season 1 went and decided we wanted to do something in a different tone for season 2?
Oh, we had no. Oh, you mean from the very beginning? We had no
idea.
Okay. We had no idea. No,
We
but
were stumbling from episode to episode. So
we had like a month or 6 weeks in between the end of shooting and posting season 1 and the beginning of season 2, and we met with our new executive producer back. And who's awesome, and he was like, Beauty and the Beast 2.0, what is it? And we did. We wanted it. Really, we wanted the Beast to be beastier. That was our first thing.
We felt a little at the end like he was a frat boy waiting in his lair.
It's like a big Newfoundland or a big,
I mean, we love them. They're amazing together, and the romance was awesome. But we felt a little, we had a tough time at the end going, what is he doing? He's just sort of sitting there. And Brad had this great take, second meeting, right? He said, I have this idea. I think the season's about identity and who am I. Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Awesome.
And so,
How do we do it?
Vincent is, working for some mystery thing that we can't say, but there's this cool mythology. It's awesome and all links together and makes sense. And it's super cool. And the idea, he actually went through amnesia for real and had a lot to sort of speak about emotional memory versus real memory. Falling in love all over again. We're the romantic character writers in it. So we were like, that sounds really romantic.
And it's not just, early on, as I was just saying over there, early on it's about Vincent, because Vincent's the one who has all the stuff going on, but very quickly it becomes about her, and who am I, and who is she, how far does she go, my father wasn't my father, and then she finds out who her father really is, and that has to reflect on her who she is. So, lots.
So speaking of the matter of her father, how soon are you going to explore all of that in this season?
Well, the audience is going to be ahead
Right.
for a little while.
I think the next episode, though, she learns not who her father is, but she learns about her real
She
dad.
learns her real dad in episode 2 or 3.
And then she goes on.
Trying to find him. But we don't tease too long. We try to make it so that no one's frustrated and our characters seem smart. And so we're not too far ahead of them going, he's right in front of you, that feeling.
Was it, now that you're into a second season and you're telling your own story again, was it freeing to not be the new show that was compared to the old show, and now you're your own? Was that like a relief?
Amazing. Yes.
So even like going to the first, we went to Comic-Con this year and it's like, oh, this is so easy. No one's attacking us. This is handsome. Last year there was so much following.
They were so freaked out that he looked good.
And we were thinking, I've dated beastly-looking guys who were really nice. They weren't scary. That was the challenge. And the good-looking guys who were beastly, they're the ones who mess you up. But yes, it's totally fun. And it feels like we kind of know what we are. And there's something between what we do well.
Anything else?
So much fun of the show comes from the fact that they're sort of can never be together. Do you think that if they're ever together, things will kind of fizzle out? Or how do you imagine that kind of relationship?
It depends on how they are together. I guess they could be together if they were still unhealthy. But if they're healthy and together, that seems boring.
That's probably the season.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know. I've written on shows. We both come from character shows. On shows that had couples who were together, and so we're not as afraid to do it.
Right. It was we early on last year decided this isn't a will they or won't they show. They're together. They're together. They are VinCat. But the obstacles and the challenges between that's what the show is.
This sort of my question was, with no one chasing them, do you think they'll survive?
That's a great question, by the way. That's a good theme for an episode. Is like, if we're living in Dole, are we good? That's awesome.
Yeah.
216. Yeah.
I bet you, right? That's like the 7-year itch. Yeah, I bet you they'd have a hard time.
You're right. And that's part of the who am I. But you're totally right. Are they just about bonded because if they have common enemies and want to do all that so that they earn it at the end? If they are.
So how does it affect the sisters' relationship that there is this secret that Kat doesn't know yet and her sister does?
We do speak to it in the next episode, and the pain you feel when you're carrying a secret from somebody you don't want to be around them. And It has had a toll that we deal with in the next episode.
The next episode is called Liar, Liar. And it's about, I mean, Kat's been living a life of lies. Her mom lied to her, she has to lie, Vincent won't tell her anything, and now she finds this thing out. So.
And her sister feels like she's been lying to her for 3 months because she's been avoiding her. Nothing when you don't want to tell somebody things, you just stay away. So we do get into that.
Right, what lies do to your relationships.
I like her sister.
Is it fun to like a character? Or is it okay? You're like a parent, I guess, in a way. You have all these different children. Is it okay to like one more than the other one, as in your general?
I like all of them. We try to protect all of them.
I mean, we're more comfortable writing women when we think it's funny. That's why we're so good with Brad. When we look at a story, we're always thinking about Kat.
And he's like, what's Vincent doing?
And he always comes at it from Vincent's point of view of how that story would affect Vincent. So it's not like we like Kat more than we like Vincent, but we do identify with her. And so we talk about it as if we were her, and I think of stories. We think of stories for her if the guy that you loved did this or had this issue.
What would you do next? And he comes in and goes, wait, so what's Vincent doing?
I think,
but we're not thinking about that yet.
He thinks about it from a different angle. So that's true, but we like them all.
We try to make sure they're not petty. Like we are protective. When they're angry, it's always hopefully for a reason.
Anything else?
So what are we going to see from Kat at work, though? Because she has all this other stuff going on, and then she does have a job.
Well, luckily Gabe is coming and taking over the precinct to protect this crazy mythology. And once they know that there are these weapons that Muirfield like dispersed around the world, they're mostly going to be focused on that. So we can have these cases that relate to what Vincent.
Right, and luckily these beasts kill a lot of people, so there's lots of murder around. Yay! Just one question. Anything?
Was there anything that you wanted to do in season 1 that you didn't get to do and you're going to be able to do this
Sleep, see my kids.
Yes, we didn't get into why JT has been involved and what the secret is about. We teased it, we promised we'd pay it off. So we do that. One thing we missed in season 1, I don't even think I've told you, is when she realized that she really liked him romantically. We skipped that. We exhausted us. We just it sort of went from she was really worried about his business and then she wanted to sleep. Take him back. Sleep. We're sleeping more. Yeah.